But at some point, I hope they get it, because it's a fantastic financial statement. It's a fantastic financial statement. And let's do that over. He's coughing in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like that, you know?
Your chief of staff.
If you're going to cough, please leave the room.
Get a shot of, and I'll come over here.
You just can't.
Just to change the shot.
Okay.
Sorry.
I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words.
Now listen, you queer, stop calling me a crypto-Nazi.
Let's stop calling names.
You in your goddamn face, and you'll stay plastered.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
And Russia, like teenagers playing World of Warcraft,
he could kick my butt any day of the week without trying.
Okay.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
My fellow Americans, I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5 minutes.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
I'm gonna do it.
Proud Texan and the 41st President of the United States, George H.W. Bush.
We have a higher deficit with China now than we did before. We have the highest trade deficit with Mexico.
China ate your lunch, down 18%. China ate your lunch, Joe, and no one.
Well, let me conclude tonight on a more serious note. I want to thank the Washington Press Corps. I want to thank Carol for all that you do. You know, the free press is central to our democracy, and I'm just kidding.
Let me say something that may not be great politics, but I think the Secretary is right. And that is that the American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
You know?
The next president needs to be a lot quieter, but send a signal that we're prepared to act in the national security interests of this country to get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
I would bring a sense of humor to the White House because America is too uptight.
Who love this country just as much we do. I'm sorry. Who's that back there?
It's 3 agencies of government when I get there that are gone. Commerce, education, and the, what's the third one there? Let's see.
This is a great insult to the men and women who serve in law enforcement. And I want everyone to know who puts on the uniform of law enforcement every day that President Trump and I stand with you.
Is worth now.
Okay, in my comment there, it was a lame attempt at a joke, and yours was a lame attempt at a joke too, I guess, because nobody got it. Of course we know what...
They did, but not me. And they also said, okay, that we rebuffed them, okay?
Well, they said your campaign welcomed the help.
Excuse me. The Trump campaign rebuffed them.
Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
By the year 2012, I think we need to put Medicare and Social Security in a lockbox. The governor will not put Medicare in a lockbox. I don't think it.
I confess I'm not very good at video games.
You know what? If they called us in Portland, we would put out that fire in a half an hour, but they won't do it because they're run by radical left Democrats. If you look at Chicago, if you look at any place you want to look, Seattle, they heard we were coming in the following day and they put up their hands and we got back Seattle. Minneapolis, we got it back, Joe.
I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the
That is not by my campaign.
What says paid for by John McCain?
That is not by my campaign.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. I think they misestimated the will and determination of the Commander-in-Chief, too.
General? Yes, sir. That Air Force has caused itself more grief with that silly bastard. Did you see the Post this morning? Yes, sir. I'm looking. See that fellow's picture by the bed? Yes, sir. And you see that furniture they bought from Jordan Marsh? What the hell do they let the reporters in there for? Are they crazy up there? Now you know what's going to do. Any congressman's going to get up and say, Christ, if they can throw $5,000 away on this, let's cut them another $1 billion. You just sank the Air Force budget. You're crazy up there. Are they crazy?
MIFSUD. Did you take possession of 2 BlackBerry phones from MIFSUD in any way?
There were phones that were provided to us by
so you can find the phones
lawyer.
from the guy.
Correct?
Do you see how silly this looks? Like you found the lawyer, you found the phones, but the actual dude.